Welcome, Irish fans, to this week's edition of the Jack Swarbrick Show. On this week's show, we are excited to have the chance to visit with legendary rock and pop singer, musician, songwriter, and producer Todd Rundgren. We'll introduce you to Notre Dame's second-year men's and women's swimming and diving coach, Mike Glitzinger, and talk with Notre Dame women's volleyball player, Sam Fry. But first, to get things started, here is Notre Dame Vice President and Director of Athletics, Jack Swarbrick, and his student-athlete co-host, Notre Dame football captain and linebacker James Onwalu, and Notre Dame softball pitcher Rachel Naslin.
Thanks, Jack. Great to be back this week. Another jam-packed show with 3 guests. Rachel, let's start with you because you came sort of sprinting in from a very great program that's sort of central to what we try and do here at Notre Dame Athletics. So tell us where you were.
Yeah, I was at the Fighting Irish Fight for Life signing day, which is where all the different athletic teams have kids who are battling cancer currently right now assigned to their team and kind of part of their team. They sign contracts for 2 years, and so they get to be part of our team. I know our kid Hannah, this is her 3rd year with us actually because we just couldn't let her go. And so she comes and sits in the dugout with us. She comes to events with us. So it's a really great opportunity for us to kind of get involved in the community and be able to do something like give back to these kids. And so we just had a little signing party for them where they signed their letter of intents. It's really fun.
Yeah, it really replicates letter of intent signing day, right? It's sort of a big deal.
It is. It's really fun. They are each called up with their the team they're signed with. They get asked questions, how they're going to help out the team this year, what they're going to bring to the team, and then they get to sign their letter of intent. So it's special for them. I know they all really enjoy it, and they play a bunch of games afterwards. I miss the games, though.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is great. And all the teams are represented?
Yes. Everyone participates in it. And I think from our aspect, too, we love doing it.
Yeah.
It's really fun for us to be able to play with them and make their days a little bit better.
Well, that's great. It's a great reminder of sort of the impact and power of being an athlete and the people you reach. That's a great story.
It is.
James, I propose we just flush last week. We don't spend any time working on that one, all right?
We'll pass that one by.
Yeah, it's sort of an option in athletics, right? You get one a year, you get to flush away. We're going to flush that one away.
There you go.
Take it. Let's focus on this week, though.
Yeah.
Some changes, obviously. Made a change in the leadership of the defensive unit. Brian and I decided over the weekend that was the right way to go. And so, from your perspective, what's practice been like? How does a change like that impact you when you're trying to get ready for this week's game?
Yeah, so I think it's been a little bit different for an older guy like me who's been with Coach Van Gorder for a couple of years. So, new energy around the building, new energy, especially in the defensive room. Coach Hudson came in, super excited to be there. Has been around a little bit, but is really hands-on now. So, minor changes in the defense and what we're doing schematically, but major changes in what we're doing in practice and also in the film room. So.
Well, and given Coach Hudson's, he hadn't been here that long, limited sort of experience and exposure, it's sort of a whole all hands on deck approach with the coaches, right?
Absolutely,
all of them are playing a more involved and engaged role.
No, absolutely, and you can see that in practice. The coaches are more excited than we've seen them, So when you have the coaches flying around like that, excited out at practice and more engaged in every play call, it's fun.
How are the younger guys responding? Because they're throwing a lot of new things, especially early on.
Yeah, so I think, Coach Van Gorder might have been a little bit tougher on some of the younger guys, so they're excited to get a new, fresh start and get going. And a lot of those younger guys are very, outgoing. They love to play and, love having fun. So they like this new style. And I think that, they're picking it up. They're all smart guys, so picking up a little bit of the defense and, enjoying the days.
Now, if the gods have been smiling on us a little more, we might not be facing an offense that ran, 114 plays against Louisville?
Yeah, too many.
Just goes at 1,000,000 miles an hour. What challenges does that present for you?
Yeah, I mean, the speed's crazy. We saw a little taste of it with Texas, and we've seen that a couple times in previous years. But it's a challenge when you play in an offense like that. And we have a good game plan, and I'm confident in our game plan. With what we're going to do against their speed. And like you said, hopefully we get a little bit of rain. We practiced in the rain today, so we're getting ready for everything.
Well, it's always great to go back to New York and play in an NFL venue.
Oh,
right?
I'm pumped. I mean, a lot of teams don't get to do that. Thank you. We get to go out and play in some pretty cool NFL stadiums, and we played on Sunday. We're playing in an NFL stadium, so we're just getting guys prepped to go to the league.
And Rachel, you were busy this week. How did you guys do?
We did well. We had our first weekend of fall games, and it's a great opportunity to give all the freshmen a start and get their feet wet a little bit. And everyone did really well. We had a slow start, but we came back and won both games, crushed the second game 13-0.
There you go.
And then last night we got to play some of the legendary women in softball, and we would have liked to win. We didn't, but it was still a really fun experience. We enjoyed getting to talk to them and just kind of watch their style of play, which was really awesome.
Yeah, I meant to come out and watch, but you weren't pitching. So
I did pitch, though, but it's okay.
Nice try, James.
there you go.
That one did not work, but nice try. With that, we'll segue to our first break and come back with a very special guest.
Stepping onto that field, you got your teammates rushing around you, fans, the bright lights, it's incredible.
The shot from McGowan, and she scores!
And we know that there's no easy games throughout the season. Every game is going to be a fight.
Great footwork. Little makes the diving save.
It's like this team is a family. You're playing for something that's bigger than yourself.
In this day and age, the word legend